Good morning. I'm going to be reading here from The Self-Tormentor by Terence, Act 3, Scene 1. It's getting light already. Shall I knock on my neighbor's door to let him know? First for me, his son is back. I realize his son would rather I didn't, but when I see how much his poor father suffers because he went away, can I conceal so unhoped for a joy? I can't do that. I'll help the old man any way I can. I'll see my son ready to serve a friend of the same age and to be his ally in his affairs. It's only right for us, as older men, to be of service to our fellow older men. Either by nature I was born with a gift for unhappiness, or the remark I hear so often made is not true, that time takes away the pain and sorrow men have felt. Mine keeps growing larger each day, my sorrow for my son. The longer he's away, the more I want him back, the more I long for him. Oh, there he is, out coming outdoors. I'll go and speak to him. Demas, greetings. I bring you news you most want to be in on. You haven't heard something about my son Cremis, have you? Alive and well he is. Where is he, though? At my house. My son? Yes. He has come back. Indeed he has. My Clinia is back? That's what I said. Let's go. Take me to him, I beg you. He doesn't want you to know yet. He's back here, wants to keep out of your sight. He's still afraid because of his misconduct. That's your former severity may have grown even worse. But didn't you tell him how I felt? No. Why didn't you, Cremis? Because it would be the worst thing for you, and for him too, if you showed so contrite and soft a heart. I can't be unbending. I've had enough of being a strict father, quite enough. Oh, there you go, Demas. Impulsive either way, too generous or too stingy. You'll let yourself in for the same mischief, the one way or the other, before you scared your son away from here, rather than let him traffic with a mistress who was quite happy then, with small favors, and pleased with anything. Soon afterwards, forced into it against her will, she started pursuing profits in the common way, and now, when she cannot be held on to without a huge outlay, you're eager to give anything, to give you some idea of how nicely set up she is at present to make a killing first. She brought with her more than 10 maids loaded with clothes and jewels. If she had some Persian prince as her lover, he'd never manage to meet her expenses, much less can you. Is she inside there now? Is she, you ask? I felt it. I tell you, I've given one dinner just now for her and her companions. If I had to give another, I'd be done, to skip the rest. The wine alone she ran through, tasting, sipping it. Oh, Father, she'd say, this is just so, and this, a little on the bitter side. See if you haven't something a bit smoother. I unsealed all the jars and all the flasks. She had us all worried, and mind you, that was only one night's feast. How will it be for you, do you suppose, when they devour you day after day? So help me God if I don't pity you. Demas, for your good luck. He's free to do just as he wants. Let him use up and exhaust my resources. I'm quite determined to put up with anything so long as I have him here with me. If you're set on that course, I think it is important not to let him know that you are giving him the money for his needs. How can I manage that? Oh, anyway, except the one you're thinking of. Make use of anyone else, even if it means being tricked by some slave's clever dodges. I know they were up to something from the way they acted on the sly at dinner, whispering together, Cyrus and that slave of yours advising the young men. For you, it's worth losing a talent this way, rather than a mina your way. It's not so much now a question of money as one of how we give it to a young man with the least risk all around. Once your son understands your willingness to give away your life and all your money rather than lose him, well, Lord, how large a window you've opened on idleness. How unpleasant for you it would be then to live, for all of us, are made much worse by self-indulgent freedom. He'll want whatever pops into his mind, and won't stop to consider whether it is right or wrong, but just go after it. Then you will not be able to endure both your money and him going to ruin, and so you'll say you won't provide. Then the issue will come to what he knows you most value, and he will threaten to leave you again. You see it truly, and state it is as it is. By Hercules, I didn't close my eyes in sleep last night, searching for some idea of how best to hand back your son to you. Here's my right hand, Cremis. I hope that you will offer me the same. I'm with you there. You know what I would like you to do now? Tell me. Since you have realized the slaves are starting to trick me, see to it that they speed it up. I'm eager to give him what he desires and eager to see him. I'll take the job. I have a little business on hand that interferes. Our neighbors here, Simus and Crito, are having a dispute over their boundaries, and they've asked me to judge the case. I'll go to them right now and tell them I can't help them out today, as I had said I would. I'll be right back. Please do. Oh, I could swear it by the gods how much better prepared by nature are all men to see another situation and judge it than they are to see their own. Is this because in our affairs we are too much wrapped up in our own happiness or in our sorrow? How much more this man knows of my case than I follow by myself. I've begged off, so I'm free to lend you help. I'll have to catch Cyrus and talk to him. Oh, someone's coming out of my house now. Let's step over toward your house a bit so they don't think we've put our heads together. Thank you.